everybody, today's November 3rd. Our alarm went off at 5 o'clock and we're gonna hit the road with these pups. We have all three of them, even though one family will be getting their one pup, and we're gonna take the other two for an adventure ride so that they can become more acclimated to riding in the vehicles so that they're more prepared for life's adventures in your house. So we've got about 425 miles to cover before we get to Chicago. So we got to hit the trail and we'll bring you along. So we have driven about 300 miles in the last 5 hours, and the pups are doing wonderful. We're just getting ready to take a break and get some gas.
Puppy.
Hello, puppies. You can stick it closer to them. We're gonna get some gas and say hello to the pups. They have done great on the ride. We have learned Mr. Brown and Big Blue love to look out the back window, and Mr. Red loves to look out the side window, and they have just had a blast on this trip. For the first couple of hours when it was dark while we were driving, the puppies were just lazy. They went to sleep, and now that it's bright and 10 o'clock outside, the fog has lifted. There's a lot for the pups to look at, and they've loved looking around at everything outside. Just been having a blast. So while we're filling up with gas, I will mention a couple of noteworthy things about how we travel with pups. We have the cab shell over the truck bed, and something else we have is we've got the windows opened between the cab and the shell, and we have a foam rubber gasket that goes in between the shell and the truck that keeps the cabin air coming from the truck going into the back of the truck bed, so that we can constantly control the climate in the camper shell kind of setting back there, so that we know the pups are either staying warm enough or cool enough, just depending on what the weather is like outside. Like this morning, the whole trip has been like 45 degrees so far. Now that the sun is up, it's starting to warm up outside, but we know the pups have stayed warm because this sorry, we've got a loud cement truck going by. This gasket of foam between these two windows forces all the air back through here, and then we know they're getting fresh air, and there's no exhaust air going into the truck, even though around the door of the truck bed there's gaps. You can see the light going through there. Hi pups, you giving me kisses? Yes you are. So even though that there's light going through there and the tailgate is not airtight, we know that the positive air pressure of the air coming from the cabin is making sure no exhaust fumes make it back into the shell area of the truck bed. So we know that the pups are traveling safe, they're traveling comfortably, and they just have a blast. So we just wanted to mention that as we share a little bit about their traveling and how they're doing. So these pups are having a great time. The pups always know when we get to stop. They always want to come up and The pups always want to look out the window. Every time we stop the vehicle, they're wondering, what can they see now? What's different than before? So it's hilarious. Every time we stop, if the pups were asleep, they wake up, they jump up, they look out the window, they want to know what's going on, what's stopping the show this time. So it's funny every time we stop.
Okay, now it's going.
Hey pups. So it's lunchtime. If you saw our last video, then you know what's coming up. You get a little drink of water. Our dogs don't mind ice water. Here you go. Here you go. Here's your little drink. Everybody gets a little drink of water.
Hi.
Oh, you're gonna have to. You got a nose on the screen a little bit. And the pups know what's coming up next. Here you go. Big Red has his. Big Blue, here's yours. Take a bite. And Mr. Brown.
Red's wants more.
Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown. Here you go. Here you go, Mr. Brown. Here you go. Okay, next, Big Red. There you go. Big Blue. Big Blue's got his. Okay, Big Brown. There you go, Mr. Brown. Okay, everybody got a snack. They all had their lunch. And they get another little drink while we're stopped here. So, whoops. There goes the drink.
Swim.
I'll get them another cup of water here in a second. Sorry, pups.
Good baby.
So it's about 6 p.m. We've been going for a long time today. So far we've hit we're going on 700 miles. And so it's dinner time. It's gonna be a while before we're home. And we did some Panda Express, and that is a little bit much for puppies. But the puppies don't know that, and they can smell it, and they're wondering why they're being left out. So we're going with our little go-to treat that we use with some training too, and that is bits of string cheese. And so the pups will get a little snack here on the way home, and they'll be happy about that. So just wanted to give you that little tidbit, is we like to use bits of string cheese for some of their training treats. It's easy, it's tasty, and very motivating for the pups. So hope that little bit helps you.
Hi babies, are you ready for a treat? There's for Red. There's for Blue. Good babies. Here's for Red. Here's for Blue. Good babies. Okay, let me shut the camera off so we don't spill it, and we'll get you some water. Good boys. Oh, Brown, you're pushing red or blue out of the... Oh, no, you're not brown. Red, you're pushing blue out of the way. There we go. There we go. Come on, Blue. Get in there. Yeah, we see you. Yeah, we do. Good boy.
We have just left Indianapolis on our way back from Chicago. The sun is going down, the moon is out, and the puppies have been asleep. So that's basically what we hope for them to do, is after we meet up with the families and deliver their pup to them, and they have a long drive left ahead of them, that the pups will just be tuckered out from playing in the back of the truck the whole time and ready to just be mellow and mild their whole way to their new home. So I just thought I'd mention that, since the light is going to be gone soon, and we probably are not going to do any more video unless I do a quick snippet of us right when we get home. But the pups have had a blast all day long. It was great to meet up with this family from Minneapolis. We met them in Chicago, so they could make their trip in one day and we could do this trip in one day, and they didn't have to make getting their pup turn into a multi-day event for their transportation option. So it just worked out great. It's one of the best parts of doing this is meeting the families that we've come to learn over the course of the process, and finally put a face to their names and have them see their pup and get their pup, and just have it be a big deal for the whole thing. So we're just happy with how everything has gone today. The pups have traveled amazingly well, and they are tired. So whenever we try to talk to the pups, they don't even come up to the window, the back window anymore, to say hello to us. They're just laying down and they are tired. So they've had a great day, and by the time we get home, we will have traveled pretty close to 900 miles today. Our GPS is saying we got 220 left, and our odometer for this trip meter says we've gone 670. So we're going to be pretty close to 900 miles for this day's trip, which is on the outskirts of our comfort zone for our typical travel days. I bet the most I can do in a day is about 1,000 miles. So we'll go 500 one way and 500 back, and that's pushing our abilities to travel safely. And so obviously with the two of us together, we can team up and spell each other off when we need to, and make sure we're driving safe at the same time. But the pups have had a great time, and we've had a great time. We've never been to Chicago before, so that was fun, and we hope you enjoy this video. Until next time, bye.